Good evening, boys and girls, and welcome to this week's bedtime stories. My name's Clare Beckett, and I am the author of The Adventures of Isobel and Hagley, and also Penelope Polar's Plastic Journey. This week, I'd like to read to you the first book in my series of The Adventures of Isobel and Hagley, and it's called When New Friends Meet. So sit down, get comfy, and enjoy the story. One sunny morning, Isobel woke up to the sound of a knock at the door. She ran downstairs and discovered the postman had been. There was a box in her dining room. Isobel started to think about all the things she could make with the new box. A boat, a plane, a car. All of a sudden, there was a rumbling noise coming from inside the box, and it started to rock from side to side. "Eek!" she cried, as she ran and hid under the table. The box toppled over. Its polystyrene contents spilled out across the floor. In the middle was a small, curled-up ball of bright blue fur with soft pink stripes. What could it be, wondered Isobel. As she moved out from under the table, she could see the bundle of fur was moving. Isobel moved a little closer. The little ball started to uncurl. It stretched its arms out wide and flopped its feet out in front. It looked very confused. "A baby monster!" gasped Isobel. Around his neck was a parcel tag that read, "My name is Hagley." Isobel moved even closer. "Hello, Hagley. My name's Isobel." Hagley tried to stand, but his legs wobbled. He grabbed Isobel and they both fell over into the polystyrene, giggling and making snow angels. Isobel decided to give Hagley a tour of her home. When she showed Hagley the bathroom, he thought the toilet was a bath. He climbed in and started to splash. He was about to flush the chain when Isobel grabbed him and lifted him out of the toilet. "That's not a bath, Hagley," she giggled. "Let's get you dry." She rubbed him with a towel and used a hairdryer to dry him off. When she'd finished, Hagley was fluffier than ever. "Come on, Hagley, there's one room left." Isobel took Hagley to her bedroom. Straight away he made a beeline for her bed, climbing and jumping. "Careful, you might—" But it was too late. Thump! Hagley bumped his head. Isobel rushed over and scooped him up. "I'll make you feel better," she said, pulling out her medicine bag. Isobel began to bandage Hagley's head. When he gave her a wink and clicked his fingers, then magically he and Isobel were wearing doctor's costumes. Suddenly Isobel had an idea. She ran downstairs and grabbed the open box, a pair of scissors and a pen. Isobel began cutting the box and drawing on it. She turned it over and showed it to Hagley. Isobel had made a doctor's office for the poorly toys in her bedroom. Hagley and Isobel spent the rest of the day treating all of the toys for any bumps and bruises, making them all feel better again. Once all of the toys had been bandaged up and the doctor's was closed, Hagley clicked his fingers again and their costumes disappeared. "Hagley, you're not going to leave, are you?" asked Isobel. Hagley smiled. "I like it here. We can play all day long." Excited to have her new best friend living with her, Isobel watched as Hagley clicked his fingers for the last time that day, and a little tent popped up on the floor next to her bed. Hagley had found his new home, and it was going to be a magical adventure. The end. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. I really hope you enjoyed the book. If you would like to make any suggestions for a book next week, please comment below. Alternatively, I'll be reading the next book in the series, which is The Adventures of Isobel and Hagley, The Dragon Adventure. You get to see a whole new world of adventure with Hagley's magic. Thank you very much, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all next week. Good evening, boys and girls, and welcome to this week's bedtime stories. My name's Clare.